Okay, well, let's see here. Look who's back on YouTube. That's right, it's Mr. Noah Adams now, formerly Veritas 48. He used to be a Christian apologist here on YouTube a few years back, and now he's back on. And I would like to make a few video responses to this video that he's attacking Jeff Durbin and his presuppositional apologetics. He's coming at it from an evidentialist standpoint. So, but no, it's good to be back. It's good to see you back on YouTube. Missed you there, buddy. Actually, you're a part of the reason why I really started to embrace the Reformed presuppositional apologetics, because 3 years ago I started watching TBS and some of his stuff when I started making videos against atheism. Somebody referred TBS to me, so I watched TBS and I saw that he had was a part of, at least probably, convincing you to leave the Christian faith. You said it was some existential encounter or something like that as well. But I think TBS had a big part in that, and he had his argument from unbelief on there. Really, I made some video responses to that and some other things there about TBS. And what I found here, Noah, is you're a confused person. I feel really bad for you in so many ways. You're quite confused. And all you did was basically go from parroting. I'm going to be snarky is your word. I'm going to be a little snarky here on this. So I hope you don't mind. You did it to Jeff Durbin, so I'm going to be a little snarky. I'm sorry in advance. But all you did was go from parroting William Lane Craig in his evidentialistic take on apologetics back when you were Veritas. Now all you're doing is parroting TBS. You're doing all the same. It's just TBS. This is all what I'm hearing is TBS part 2. That's what's going on here. So I would like to just go. You need to you need to find your own self, man, your own identity. This is all TBS I'm hearing, and TBS. He's a great actor. He's a good actor. He's a great actor. But when it comes to philosophy and especially theology and exegesis, which you're going to try to do here, I'm not even going to deal with that. Your exegesis is kind of a joke. You didn't do any systematic theology either. And in talking about Romans 1, Colossians 2, 1 Peter 3, there's a lot more passages that talk about apologetics by inference as well, and other things that you didn't touch at all that are very important to understanding apologetics and how to do apologetics, and why the presuppositional reform view on apologetics is the correct one. I have a little different take on that than I haven't read too much of Van Til, but I just have my own kind of take on it. But I do agree with a lot of the mainstream of the presuppositional apologetics. And it's funny here that you come on trying to tell us presuppositionalists how awful and how dangerous presuppositional apologetics are to our cause when you as an evidentialist went into apostasy because evidentialism has led a lot of people to that, trying to pretend that other people there's a neutral place that other people can meet you at and you can have a dialogue as if you're both neutral, just looking at the evidence, is completely false. It doesn't work. And when you talk to atheists, by the way, because this is what you're mainly defending is atheists, as if they're neutral. First, the Bible is clear that if the Bible is true, which I believe it is, and Christians should believe it is, then nobody is neutral. Nobody is. We're all bent towards sin. We all hate God. We suppress the knowledge of God, like Romans chapter 1 talks about. And you're going to say, oh, it's just referring to these pagan Roman, You need to do proper exegesis. You don't know exegesis. You don't know it. You don't know. You're like TBS trying to attack Christianity from within, and you don't know how to do systematic theology. You don't know how to do exegesis. You don't know. I wonder if you even know the original languages, anything like that. You're just kind of shooting from the hip there. And but that's the Bible position. Also, my anecdotal experience has been nobody's neutral. And if somebody says they're neutral, they're just led by the evidence, like so many atheists try to say they are. They're just led by the evidence, and I have really legitimate objections to God. It's just I'm just led by the evidence. That is, if they think that they're neutral, just led by the evidence, they're lying. That means they're not aware that they're unbiased, that they have no presupposition. They just want to look at the evidence honestly. They are lying. Nobody is unbiased. If somebody says they're unbiased, that simply means they are unaware of their own biases and they're incredibly biased. And the funny thing is, too, when I started having a dialogue with TBS, and he actually posted some of my videos responses to him back when you could do that, his whole posse came over to me, and the vast majority of those people were not unbiased. They were incredibly motivated by their emotions and all of they were vitriolic. And it was funny is the atheist community used to hammer us Christians all the time back, when I was first on YouTube in 2007, 2008. They were hammering us Christians. Now the atheist community is eating itself. It's kind of funny and sad at the same time watching these atheists eat themselves. People that have no basis for morality attacking each other. The feminist atheist versus the libertarian atheist versus the vegan atheist versus the socialist. Everybody's against each other because they have no basis for morality. Now here's my question for you. Is how do you justify objective rational assertions? Now you and TBS, because I made a video response to TBS's God's checklist also, you and TBS try to act as if you're neutral and you're trying to just attack the Christian position. I want to know, justify your position. Justify it. How can you say you can make objective rational assertions from your view? If metaphysical naturalism holds, if that's the case, there's metaphysical naturalism, and everything can pretty much be described by naturalistic paradigm. I don't know if you're that. You didn't come out and say exactly what you are, and I'm not sure what you are, but that's what TBS said, and that's kind of what I think that's who you're following. So that's kind of what I'm going to just go off of is where your starting position is. Justify how we can have objective rational knowledge and make objective rational assertions. Justify that, please. Please. When I was doing my THD, I flirted with and embraced at times metaphysical naturalism, atheistic empiricism. I went into that worldview for a while, and for some days I'd be like, that is what I am. And I began to see the implications of this. What that means is that everything we think and say and do is completely determined by physical processes and DNA programming. That's it. Everything we think, say, is all just completely determined by physical processes and DNA programming. It's all subjective, baseless opinion. You're standing on nothing. That's what drives me nuts about atheists. They come into the conversation acting as if they're king rationals, and they have no basis for rationality, objective rational thought. Anyway, I'm going to do another video here, and I want to post this one as an introduction. I hope you watch it. It's good to see you back on, and hope you don't mind my snarkiness. All right, my friend, you have a good day.